Hello everybody, good day, welcome to episode 2 of my Let's Play series for Dyson Sphere Program. Now, small disclaimer up front, this is not the first time I'm recording the episode. I had everything perfectly, completely, beautifully in order, and then it turned out that something went wrong during the encoding, and I have to now redo the whole damn thing. Does mean that since I now know where I wanted to go with this episode, I've managed to prepare a few things up front a bit better. Yeah, hopefully I can also show off what we will be building a lot more cleanly this time around. What we will be focusing on is a power plant and blue science cubes. But, well, before we can do any of that, first things I need to actually show is right over there, because, well, I expanded my mall a little bit. No longer is it the very small, I think just a 3-machine mall that I had at the end of the last episode. No, I added pretty much everything that I could need up to this point, including already a very small, there it is, a very small production for foundations. And I have been using that a little bit as well, so because one of the sites that I prepared, let me show them real quick. Oh, by the way, as you can see, all of this is running now on completed steel, more circuit boards, more magnetic rings, more gears, just overall a lot more cleanly. Now, the things I've prepared over here, this is where we will be building the power plant. As you can see, 2 areas here, beaconed off, cordoned off. This one here is where we will be making some energetic graphite, because that's just a whole lot more efficient than just melting or burning pure coal. And this is then where we will be adding the actual power plant itself. And the other thing I've done is over here, this whole area used to be a big lake, and it is now prepared for, you guessed it, blue science cubes. Because, well, we want to start scaling up our production of science quite a bit. Well, first things first, let's start over here with our power plant. And I'm actually going to build this slightly backwards, so bear with me. The first thing I want to do is I want to actually add the feeding belt. So let's start with that. And power plant is mainly because, well, these wind turbines are great, but we're going to be building bigger and bigger and bigger, and in that case wind turbines just don't quite cut it anymore. So, let's see, that's the feeding belt. Next thing, power, and we're going to be using these thermal power plants. And of course I'm going to place, let's see, can I place them like this? Maybe one further in. There we go, that looks nice. And naturally provide them with the inputs, so feed, feed, feed. Now, of course, I can add more over here, but I first want to get it now up and running, since this is where the power needs to go. The second step is raw coal into something that I can use here, and that's the energetic graphite, which I'm also burning myself. So, how do we go about that? Well, energetic graphite is a very, very simple recipe. All one needs is a smelter, and let's see, and then is this? Yeah, that's the spot where I want to build it. Because one smelter takes 2 coal and in 2 seconds makes it into 1 energetic graphite. Oh, we want more of that. And we have a Mark 1 conveyor belt, and as we all know, the Mark 1 conveyor belt can transport 6 items per second. 6 items per second, and these run on a 2-second cycle, so ideally I can just place 6 of these things down. Boom. Just like that. That's all I need for now. Well, all I can even feed for now. But I am going to make sure that I can extend this a little bit towards the future. Provide resources in the middle that can be changed over. Come on, you drones, build this. And in the meantime, let me give these drones even more work. There we are. Provide the whole thing with a little bit of power. Build the rest. And this is really easy to build, so yeah, not gonna spend too much additional time on it. But what I do want to quickly look into, just for a short while, is the actual burn rate here, because, well, these guys provide, where is it? 2.16 kilowatts. This is 300 megawatts, sorry. 2.16 megawatts. These are 300 kilowatts, and as you can see, it's already getting backed up. So we need to build a few more of these. Let's see, if I just build 3 of these, make them 3D, is that enough for the burners, or well, the smelters and the belts to keep up with? Probably, at least for now. All of these are running, meaning we just now added, what is this, 612 times 2.16, close to 25 megawatts of power, meaning we almost doubled our generation capacity. And so far, looks like everything's keeping up. This is still backing up, so just for argument's sake, let's give it one more line. There we are. And now at least I don't have to worry about power for a while. 66 megawatts. But I already mentioned this was the easy part. This is something that doesn't really cost too much effort. And well, because of that, it's also not going to be extremely long-term feasible, but for now, it's more than enough. Now then, the other thing we wanted to build, or well, I wanted to build, is over here, blue science cubes. Now, for blue science cubes, we all know that, where is it? Research lab, place 1 lab down. If you want to produce these, you need the magnetic coils and you need the circuit boards. Not that complex, which is why we have this here. 2 iron belts, 1 copper belt. I'll explain that in a second. Just to be able to do that, I'm grabbing some iron all the way over here, because I still had a nice iron node over here that wasn't being used. And copper was available a whole lot closer, so doing it like that. And then, as you can see, I have a nice amount of space up top here to add other sciences in the future, but for now we'll start here. Yeah, so what do we need to do? Well, ultimately, it's going to be a similar build to what we have over at the let's see, where is it? What we have here. So we provide some copper, we provide some magnetic rings, we provide some iron ore, and all of that is outputted as such. So we're pretty much literally going to be building this. Meaning I'm also just going to use 6 smelters, well, you get the point. output line, output line, output line. If I used 6 of these, then I can now see how far I need to bring the input lines. You know what? Let's really make this into a copy-paste fest. Provide all the ins and outs. Give them a moment to build this before I tell them to go even further. Ah, it's so nice to just tell your robots to do your job for you. You know what, actually, let's cut these a little bit shorter. So, that takes care of step 1. Then we have step 2, where we need, let's see, these machines and right here. You know what, let's put it there. You out. I can pull you out. Top one. You. Bottom one. You. And also here we now have to provide all the inputs. You know what, I like you a bit more when you're in the middle. Might as well. How many of these am I going to build? You know what, let's start with just 3 and I can always expand that a little bit more if I need to. Come on, place those belts. There we are. Can cut that short, can cut you short, and these. Voila. And then the last step, of course, are the labs, which... Let's see, how am I going to do that? Probably place like research, the actual researching labs over there. Temporary location. Well, temporary-ish. I know they're going to be there about, but depends a bit on what happens when I get to the red cubes. Maybe I have to move these a little bit. We'll see. Done and done. Now, one thing I do like to add is yeah, I want to add like a storage box so that I can say, okay, bit of a buffer, so to say. let's see, if I were to just extend that as such, give you a bit more room before getting close, like that. Don't need you guys, meaning that, oh wow, that's completely in the wrong direction. Wait a second, though, was this something where you could actually say, hey, just rotate the belt? Now recently... Ah, here it is. Flip hold path. That button. That's a new one, and I like it. But if I do it like this, then we will be seeing blue outputs sort of flowing as such. We'll be disconnecting that one and put the box in the middle, right there. In, out, just to make sure that I'm going a bit overboard with this. We'll do it like that. Far too many ins and outs. Then here, in, and then out and out. Perfect. And let's just make sure that we can provide this whole thing with a little bit of oomph. Really? That's not good enough? Okay, then we'll do it like that. Get rid of you. And you. Place you. That's red. That's nearly red. Huh. Apparently... there's always going to be one that's... Let's do that then. Okay, that works. Provide power for these guys. And of course, connect those. And now that we do this, the whole thing is going to come alive. We are. Did I forget the outputs? I forgot the outputs. Rookie mistake. There we are. And now these guys are going to get consumed. You guys will be making blue boxes of blue cubes. You will be making blue cubes. Start up. That's what I like to see. Provide you with a little bit more capacity. This line will very, very quickly back up, and then we start buffering in the storage box. You are going to be doing research. Let's see, do I have a nice research that I can do? Oh, that requires red. I still need to do that one. Whoops. had a lot of stuff running on my old temporary research facility, it seems. Looks like I'm literally stuck. Need to wait until I have the red cubes. Ah, wait, there we have one. Get it. Always great to at least start one form of research. You know what, let's just do that on one. But then provide the quicker one. Upgrade. There we are. Now it's researching. Yeah, and on that account, I think we can say that we're now at the end of the episode. And as far as I can see, everything went well recording this time around, so nice. But hey, if you like the episode, if you like the content, please do let me know. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment. All of the above, none of the above. But yeah, just give me a sign. Because, well, I love playing this game. I would really, really love making more content for it. So yeah, anything you can do to help me with that, by all means. For now though, I wish you all a very, very pleasant rest of the day. And yeah, this is Julian signing off.